Do not attempt to adjust your programming. You are now listening to B-Movies and Beyond.
Oh. Ryan!
Peter.
You feel like you're in space?
Always.
Yeah.
One day I'm going to do mushrooms, and then you're going to ask me that question, and I'm going to be like, yes, I am.
And you'll start just floating away.
Literally.
Do a rave.
Oh, we should go to a rave.
I've never been to a rave before, but I could get a pacifier. Suck on a pacifier and rave it up.
Peter, I don't think they do just pacifiers anymore. I think they just do straight up ketamine.
Oh, okay. I think ketamine can be good. I saw a documentary where this girl did ketamine to fix her body aches.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they put her in a ketamine coma. Yeah. It was a big to do.
Sounds like going to a rave. Maybe that's why people go to raves, so they could just fix their body aches. My body aches right now.
Oh, maybe did you need a ketamine coma?
Oh, cool. I'm going to look that up after this podcast. This fantastic episode that we're going to have.
That's right. We're a little late.
We're super late, dude. We've tried to record this episode for like a month.
Yeah, I can't. Everyone was asking me they're like, hey, like, when was the last time you recorded? I'm like, I don't know. It's been a few weeks. I can't remember why we didn't do it though. Well, one night we had internet issues. I had internet issues.
And one night, like, I was in urgent care with my mom. Did we get an episode in between there?
That's what I thought. Didn't we? Or did we not?
We must have.
I don't know. And then this stuff is documented. I guess I can go look.
And then, like, what Wednesday was I like, I can't make it. I forgot.
I don't remember either.
So, anyway,
but we're here now.
The point is we're here now, and we're here, and we're ready to rock your ear holes off. Jesus, the Nuggets are losing. Halloween. Hey, let's just do a Halloween recap episode. What do you say?
Well, I was kind of upset. I mean, I shouldn't say upset, but like, I feel like we missed out, Ryan. This is episode 329. It is November 1st that we're recording this, and we didn't get to experience a lot of the Halloween stuff, the Halloween movies,
Yeah.
I guess we could talk about that whenever we want, though.
Well, yes, you're right. But the thing is, this Halloween, there wasn't a lot of Halloween movies.
That is true. Nothing really came out that we discussed before. But that doesn't mean that, like, dude, like, there is so many more, like, just scary movies to watch in general. Like, I did get through a handful of them. But there's still so many more that I want to watch. Like, did you watch something like scary this month? Like, do you make it a point to watch scary movies during October?
I usually do, but I didn't this year. I think the scariest movie I watched was It, and I fell asleep. And I'm just saying that because I think November is going to be the scary month, because you got Terrifier 2, and then you got
for just what, a day or 3 days?
Today and tomorrow.
Oh man,
today and tomorrow, and yeah, it's your last chance to see it in a theater, Peter.
I know. Dude, it's so hard. It is just so hard.
Yeah, it's crazy that you have overtime tomorrow and you can't make the podcast or a movie.
I got a date tomorrow.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do. We got a couple's date tomorrow night. Yeah.
How are you gonna diss your couple's date? That's weird. To go watch Terrifier.
To go see. I think my wife would get pretty mad if I did that.
Just make the couple's date to Terrifier.
I did think about that. Like, hey, what are you guys doing afterwards? Let's take this part of the movie theater.
I have a feeling that's Terrifier 3 the secret thing, whatever they're doing, is just it's gonna be out on the internet and like a week later anyway, so nothing too crazy.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's hardly like anything for a teaser, like that's the other part, which we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves to the news already that Terrifier 2 is re-released with a teaser for Terrifier 3.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, dude, it's not going to come out until Christmas time next year. So like there's just not going to be, there's maybe what, like you see art potentially. It's probably going to be so quick that it's going to be enough. It's going to be a good teaser, get you excited, but not enough to be like, oh man, I'm glad I went to the movie theater to see that.
I agree. I think, like I said, I've seen the movie. I can watch it at the luxury of my own home now. I saw the movie in the theater. So, like, I'm not going to miss out on anything. I'm glad that they did it. It's just weird to me that they did it after Halloween. Like, are people trying to prolong Halloween? If so, I'm for it. But, like, tell me, like, if it's the week of Halloween, make it the week of Halloween. Like, if Halloween is Tuesday, October 31st, and you want to extend it all the way to Friday, November 3rd, do it. Don't let Christmas get in the way. I'm good for that. But the problem is nobody will ever let that happen because Christmas just like it just comes in and it just takes over. And it doesn't ask permission. It just shows up and it's Christmas and it's a little scary. So Christmas shows up in freaking June, dude. It's insane.
It is sane. It is. It's happening. It's happening already.
Yeah. But yeah, I wish Halloween this year was a little bit more celebrated in the film industry, but dude, I think the writer strike kind of threw everything off, I mean, but a lot of these Halloween movies are typically prepared, aren't they?
What movies are prepared? What?
Halloween movies, like they're ready for this time of year. The writer strike shouldn't have affected it that much.
No, yeah, I don't think so. I mean, they probably were in post-production, right? If anything, like I'm with you. I just don't think they just weren't. Yeah, they didn't care, and I don't know. Like I heard, Five Nights at Freddy's is kind of done really well in the movie theater.
I heard, but it's at home too. I can literally click and watch it at home right now.
Yeah, but I mean, for something scary, like you said, there's nothing really out there. Like it's kind of nice to see that. I just looked at my theater closest to me for Terrifier, and it made me sad because every single seat was available tomorrow.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, maybe I need to fix that.
Just take your entire double date thing to
Come on.
I got a special something for us tomorrow night. Does this other couple like horror movies like this?
I have no idea. I never met them before, so I don't know. But maybe I can trick them into like, hey, we're gonna go.
Wait a minute, you don't even know these people?
No, my wife knows them. It's one of her friends. Yeah.
Did you just find random people to go out on a double date with?
We found that upside down pineapple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's only at 7. I'm not gonna be done with dinner by then.
It's a later one, but you're like an old man and you can't.
Dude, already I'm tired at how late we're recording. So
yeah, what's up with this new 8 o'clock time frame?
When I'm up like at 4 something every single day, and then you're getting woken up multiple times throughout the night. Yeah, you're a little tired, Ryan.
I was sitting here with my thumb up my ass at 7:15. I was like, I wonder if I should just tell him we should record now.
I was still eating. We had some meatloaf, and then after that, I gotta play with Ellie. And dude, it's nonstop when there's kids.
That
Nonstop.
is true. That is very true.
Yeah. Speaking of kids, did you do any trick or treating
No,
or pass out candy?
none of the above.
Why?
Well, because shout out to my mom. It's her birthday. Halloween is my mom's birthday.
Really?
And yeah, so she's a 100% authentic witch.
Uh-huh.
And so every Halloween I've spent with my mom. Like, well, we find a way to like we go to dinner or something, but this time around we went to Carrabba's and I was not gonna pass up some pasta from Carrabba's. So I decided I'm not gonna I think Saturday is what ruined me for my entire like Halloween thing. I was gung ho to like do multiple days, like keep it in the spirit, but like the weather got cold Saturday and Sunday, and I was just done. And then I was like, nah, I'm not gonna pick it up on Tuesday. So took my mom out for a nice Carrabba's dinner, had some wine, had some I had some shrimp, I had some filet, some Alfredo, I had some more wine, I had a martini, and my mom had a great time as well.
That's good. Well,
So
happy birthday to her.
yeah, happy birthday, mom.
Yeah. Oh man. Does she like that? Does she like having her birthday on Halloween?
Well, the thing is, she didn't have a choice.
I understand that, but did she ever hey, I'm gonna celebrate it on a different day, or did she just hey, it's my birthday, we're always gonna go trick or treating, especially when you're younger, that she had Halloween parties,
She she was a teacher, so she celebrated with her kids, and my mom will be a witch every year, and she passes off as the most fantastic witch. She will go walk into her classroom and let out the biggest witch's laugh and actually scare kids. There's been years where they have cried and like wanted to leave because my mom walked in as a witch.
Wow.
So
Does
she
she
does
the
partake.
crazy nose and everything and go green or
Crazy nose, green face. She
yeah.
has a hat. Her hair is just normally witchy. She has the witch's gown, you know, and then she just has a staff and she's a witch and she can do it.
Well, that's awesome. Good for her. It's
Yeah.
just yeah, I don't when I think about having sharing my birthday on a major holiday, I feel like it would just be awful. So
I share my birthday with the insurrection now, which sucks.
sorry, buddy.
My birthday was fine until it became political and I was like, "Oh man, everybody's going to talk about politics on my birthday." Need
Yeah.
something else bigger to happen on January 6th.
Colby's having his band's playing. not, not sure if it's bigger, but it's happening.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, I had a good Halloween. Took the kids out, the girls. They had a blast. It was really fun. Ellie is, she's what 18 months now, and she can walk around, and so this is her first time that she could actually kind of climb up the steps and grab candy from people.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah, so that was really adorable. She was a little cat, and everyone just loved her, and but she didn't really quite understand, she just kept on grabbing more and more candy. So or maybe she did understand.
She understood dad tax is what she understood.
Yeah, yeah, and then she would put it in her bag, and then would all right, I need to eat some now, and then run off, and yeah, it was pretty adorable. So that's what being a dad, that was my Halloween, and it will be my Halloween for a lot longer.
A lot, yeah, at least until she's like when did the teenagers do it themselves? Like 14, 15?
Yeah, I think no, Carter went off by himself. That was 13. He's 13, almost 14.
So yeah, 13 by
Yeah.
themselves, not you like following them. They don't want you
No.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't need to be there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But here's my thing. And this is kind of getting into a quick question, kind of, if you want to hit the button for it.
What? How? Why? I have so many questions!
So why it's on the 31st all the time?
Mhm.
Why can't we make this more like we do like with Thanksgiving, It's just like that third Thursday of the month or whatever. Like, why don't we just make it the last like Friday of the month? Like why are we doing this on a Tuesday night where the next day I gotta go to work, the kids gotta go to school, and like it's not fun. I'd rather have that kind of night where I know, like, okay, I know I'm gonna stay up late, and then I don't have to go anywhere the next day. Like, I'm old, Ryan. I need my rest. Why do we have to have it on the last day? Why can't we change this?
I think so, and I think can be one of those. This is gonna be in a spirit of Halloween, of celebrating it more proper. Friday night is the night to go trick or treating, and then you set up and do your party later on. The adults
Yeah.
do, right?
Or that
Fair.
whole weekend, dude, on Saturday.
Yeah,
Kids on the
exactly.
Friday night, Saturdays are the adult time.
Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
So I just did a quick Google, and apparently Halloween used to be Gaelic festival of Samhain, and it was a harvest season and the start of the dark half of the year. The festival occurred on November 1st, so today, and it started on the evening of October 31st. And that's when the seasons changed.
What does that
Aside from
have to do with getting candy?
exactly, that's why I agree with you. It can be changed.
Yeah.
Aside from that, it was believed to be one time of the year when human life and afterlife can be intertwined on the 31st. So, on Halloween, on October 31st, All Saints Day on November 1st, All Souls Day on November 2nd, this sometimes collectively called All Hallow Tide.
Wait, so this does keep on going. So
Yeah.
tomorrow seems even more special and potentially spookier than the 31st. We screwed this all up.
Wait. Here we go. According to USA Today, in 2019, the Halloween and Costume Association petitioned to move the holiday to the last Saturday in October and call it National Trick or Treat Day. But the effort was unsuccessful and Halloween remains on October 31st. So we're not the only ones who thought about this, Peter.
Yeah, but they did it wrong. We need it on the Friday because Saturday is the
The
adults
party.
get fucked up day.
Agreed. So, and it doesn't matter because then you can celebrate Halloween Day, and then you can celebrate All Saints Day and All Souls Day, and then the Mexican holiday Dios del Muerto, Day of the Dead, which is I think on November today.
Today, see, there's like even more stuff like in November, and yet that's Thanksgiving time. So it's weird.
Dude, Thanksgiving's just getting screwed from both ends. They're getting it from Halloween in the mouth, and they're getting it from Christmas in the ass.
Yep. Oh, that's why there's that turkey fucking scene in Thanksgiving.
Oh my gosh, did we just ruin the movie without even seeing it?
Now I get it. Now
Oh
I get
my
it.
I'm down, dude. How do we do this? B Movies and Beyond should sponsor the change of the Halloween holiday. Make it the Halloween holiday season.
Absolutely. I don't know. I missed this petition, so we fucked up there, but we need to fix this because come on, you know, like I feel like the things that you just listed like for the 31st, that sounds like a more like low key, peaceful thing where I can go to bed early, right?
Or I can celebrate my mom's birthday
Oh, yeah, too.
without
Yeah.
feeling guilty of going trick or treating or going out and partying and stuff.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, exactly. Like if it falls on a weekend, you actually can have a party on the 31st, or when you get kids, right? Like,
You have a big party. Yeah.
yeah. So I don't. Let's get it done. We'll. I'm sure the big push from this podcast will get it done.
What if that's the one thing that happens? Hey, remember that one year in 2024 when all Halloween was switched? Yeah,
we
that was
got
us.
it when B Movies Beyond got pushed.
That was
Yeah,
us. That was
yeah,
totally us.
that was.
We're sick of this shit.
Man, well, now I'm gonna have to look for those. There needs to be another petition. Like, we can't let this die.
I mean,
So,
we probably have to start it now and just put it in front of people at all times.
mhm.
And then, dude, you know how we do this? We get our sponsorship from Spirit Halloween and get the push from Spirit Halloween
Oh,
because
that's clever
they
too.
have great influence from July till tomorrow.
I mean, like, why do those stores even like shut down? I feel like they don't even need to.
They it could be an all season holiday store.
They could. I mean, think about there are some stores that have like costumes like year round, dude.
Yeah. I
Maybe
mean,
it's
right
just
now,
our group of friends. Like, I feel like we're always dressing up for something.
that's a very good point.
Uh-huh.
You always need a costume store somehow.
It's true. You just never know.
Hmm,
Gotta have more
interesting.
theme parties. So, you got a question for us too?
That's the question. I like it. Why can't we change Halloween
Yeah. All right. Well,
for the better?
for the better, because it should always fall on a weekend, because when it doesn't, screws with everything. We could go, we'll talk about this in Christmas, but same thing with Christmas. Come on, get on board. Like,
Well, that was actually baby Jesus's birthday.
we can still we can move it.
Uh,
So-
I guess I do have a quick question. Like, okay, Peter, you're an adult and you have a child and you have children in the household.
Mhm.
Um, do those candy scares on the news still scare you or prevent you from going out and doing Halloween shit?
Oh, like they're gonna find like a razor blade in their candy or something.
And they usually come from very religious groups. They're like, "Oh, you're gonna find drugs, or you're gonna find razor blades, or they're gonna be injected with something." Dude, who's
Uh,
willing to give up their like gummies for kids? You know?
yeah, and I also like. I mean, it is weird. Like, I am going around our neighborhood accepting candy from strangers, but they're all set up at their house. Like if something bad happened, I would just know. Like that means someone in my community is evil,
Hmm.
and I only went to a number of houses. I feel like I could narrow it down, or at least like get cops involved, and we can go to every single house and figure this shit out and get justice. But yeah, it does not. Um, now it concerns me. I wasn't thinking about this last night. um,
Well, I just hear it every year. I've heard it as a kid. Like, check your candy. Like, there could be this and that. And I mean,
yeah,
and I'm
what
sitting there thinking, I'm
was
like, dude, if I was in a frat house or something, number one, I'm probably not handing out candy. I'm having a party. Number two, if I am that dumb and ignorant to really just buy a bunch of like pot candy and hand them out to kids, that that's a lot of money.
yeah.
I'm not handing out like a lot of money stuff as a very sick joke like that. That's
And
just
why are you taking your kids to like a frat house?
yeah.
Like I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I guess maybe I believe too much in society that it's gonna be fine. Because who wants to hurt kids? But that's just fucked up. But now I'm concerned, Ryan. Now I need to go check all the candy. I also get there's that movie. I forget which one, but do you remember the movie where like the kid like bites into something and there's a razor blade in it and just blood comes out of his mouth? Like, was that wasn't Terrifier, was it?
No.
Or was it a Halloween movie?
I feel like that was Halloween.
Yeah. I just remember
Mm.
that, and that like kind of freaks me out now. I just got that picture stuck in my head. Well, thanks, Ryan. Let's just cancel Halloween.
No.
Just
Okay,
cancel
so
the trick or treating.
in Trick or Treat, the serial killer principal puts poison in some of his candy. There's also a creepy child Sam who uses a razor chocolate bar as a weapon in one scene.
Mhm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, but there's one with the or maybe it's like a joke.
Halloween 2, it looks like.
Okay, maybe it's Halloween 2. Like, it was kind of like the opening scene to it. I don't know. That
Yeah.
freaked me out.
Looks
So,
like Halloween 2 is the one.
okay, then I
And
was
oh
right.
my gosh, it looks very like actually that's really pretty bad.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Like a
thank-
shiny razor blade is just coming out of this kid's mouth.
yeah, and blood. Ugh.
And then they take him to the hospital. Anyway, Halloween. It's not as
Also-
scary as what we portray it to be.
Yeah, and I just feel like most kids, like, they're not like shoving a whole fun size candy. Like, you're gonna like cut and like, I think you're gonna get. I don't know. Except for the drug part. That's. Oh, let's just change topics. You're really making concerning me as a parent.
Well, it's not my fault. It's the news's fault. The news does it all
That's
the
why I
time.
don't watch the news. I just
I
don't
know.
do it.
That's why I don't watch the news either.
Let's go into happier things, okay?
Okay.
Here are some exciting coming attractions from
B-movies and beyond.
One thing sorry.
I was-
You
you go, please.
One thing I hate about Halloween is most of my costumes require me to shave my face, and I don't like shaving my face.
I just don't do it. I don't care. It's a costume. It's my interpretation of what this is. I don't need to be accurate. So
That's true. That's a good point. I respect that.
Yeah.
Especially for I got an idea what one of our Comic-Con costumes is going to be.
well, you gotta run it through.
Oh well, she was the one who told me.
Oh, okay. So it's already approved, huh?
Yeah, her birthday costume is going to be Disney princesses.
Yep. We're talking about the banana, listeners.
Yeah, the
So-
banana.
Yeah.
The banana is going to get one badass Mulan from me.
Nice. We got some trailers.
Oh yeah.
It's been a while, but I don't, dude. Let
Let me see if I can remember these. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I am a little bit I don't remember. Please don't destroy the treasure of Foggy Mountain.
So that
Um,
one.
yeah, let's start with that
out
one.
there. Yeah, you just listed like, so. Please don't destroy. Like, they're the SNL writing team that's currently on there that do skits, and they wrote like a full-fledged movie, and it actually looks pretty funny. And oh man, what stuck out to me? Oh yeah, it was like Conan O'Brien's in it, so that's what stuck out to me. And I gotta say, he's not the best actor, but movie looks pretty funny. A lot of jokes in it. Very satirical. Is that right?
Satirical is the proper term.
Yeah, like a lot of satire in this movie. Like, it looks like just silliness. And so that's coming to Peacock soon. And it's just those guys, the Please Don't Destroy kids, guys. I don't know what you call them, boys. They're all gonna go off and trying to find like some buried treasure out there, and then people get mad about it, and it looks funny. So yeah.
This is supposed to be funny, but does not look funny. Good Burger 2. Did you watch that trailer?
Some of it, but yeah, I'm with you. I remember watching it. I was like, this is. I don't know. I'm curious to see if this is better than what the trailer lets on to be. But I also don't remember like watching Good Burger, and if that was actually good. But it hasn't been like, that was kind of like a cult movie, right?
Yeah, it was. They had that song in there. I'm a dude, you're a dude, everybody's a dude. Wait,
Sure.
could that fly nowadays?
I don't know.
I don't think it could.
It's
Can't
just
have a movie where one person's just
everyone's a dude.
naming everybody's pronouns without asking them.
I mean, I'm with them though. I call everyone guys. Like, so many people like at work, they're like, oh, guys and gals. I'm like, come on, like, they know who I'm talking about. formally just just everyone, guys. Do we really have to get that? Do we gotta say gals? Come on.
You gotta say dudes. That's all you gotta say.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, dude.
not dudettes though.
Nope, no
Just dude?
dudettes. Just dude.
All right. Hey, dudes.
Hey, dude. Hey, dude. What are you doing over there, dude? Get in the spirit of Good Burger. Just everybody's a dude. The plot of the movie is, I think, is the plot of the first movie, if I'm not mistaken. But like a bigger burger place is taking over and trying to take over Good Burger, and then they have like what it looks like is like a full-on dance scene, and then everybody loses their job, and then they
They're replaced with robots.
Yeah, the Mega Good Burger replaces them with robots, and I don't know.
Is that really the first one? Minus the robots, maybe?
I think so, dude. I think the whole point was like Good Burger was getting shut down because another big burger place. Maybe, hey, you know what? I'm gonna watch Good Burger. That's on my movies I'm gonna put it on my list right now. Where do you find Good Burger? I don't know, but I found out. Are you into
I
it?
guess this movie?
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm slightly curious, but I don't know. But yeah, it looks like Good Burger. The plot was like another fast food chain that opens up across the street, and they're trying to make sure theirs doesn't get shut down. So pretty similar, kind of. Yeah, I I'm not gonna rush out. This is something this is Peacock too, right?
Paramount Plus, I think.
Oh, Paramount Plus. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't. This is gonna be one of those weird ones where like I just in one of those weird moods and late at night probably where like okay, I'm gonna watch Good Burger too because you just don't feel like anything else. So, but I actually kind of want to watch the original Good Burger before I watch this because I want to remember what I forgot because I've probably seen it once and that's it, and I have no idea. I remember, people liking it. I don't remember if I liked it. I remember people liking it though.
Hey, Sinbad's in it, just to let you know.
This one or the first one?
In the first one, Sinbad's still alive.
I haven't gotten any news that he's dead.
He's one of those actors where like one day you can just be like, hey, Sinbad's dead, right? And you're like, what? No, he's not. And then you look and you're like, no, he's not. He's not dead. Sinbad is very much alive.
Yeah, it could be. This is a very old trailer because the show's already out, but Old Dads is on Netflix now. Okay. I watched it.
Did you like it?
Meh. This was directed by Bill Burr. I think also written with him and someone else. Very much his style. Very much you feel the vibe that it's first time kind of directing. There's moments that are entertaining, but overall I thought it was kind of like I wanted so much more, I really wanted to like laugh hard and I did not. So, you get some chuckles.
That's be honest with you. I don't really like Bill Burr's comedy that much. I don't think he's done enough to be innovative to stand out from any other comedian. That's just me. I liked him in Mandalorian. I thought he was fine there.
People love his stand-up, Ryan.
Well, good for them. I'm glad they do. I used to like Chris D'Elia until I saw him 3 times in a row, and I was like, oh, this is the same shit. Okay.
Yep. Happens.
And you're like a weird groomer. Anyway, this one. Let's get this one out of the way. The Marvels is coming soon. Cool.
Yep, done.
Yep. I want to talk about the Marvels in news because there's a couple things that's been coming up about Marvel, not the Marvels, that we're gonna address. So, but there's a trailer, and the movie's coming out like next week, so we don't need to talk about that one anymore. Pain Hustlers.
I mean, can I just like?
Yes.
Isn't it kind of weird? Like, I feel like I haven't heard much about this movie. Like, until
I heard it was awful.
Really? Like,
yeah.
So we had our trailers, a couple back to back. They're like, oh man, we talked about it, and then that was like months ago, right? And then like I have not thought about this movie since then until recently, and then I was like, oh shit, it's coming out next Friday. And yet I am totally just not even planning on trying to go see this at all. I will totally wait like the 45 days or however long it takes to get on Disney Plus, and I'll watch it then because I just I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine, but nothing that trailer the trailer makes it looks entertaining and everything, but the fact that I just totally spaced it, it's like not on my radar at all, and that I was shocked that it's actually coming out next week, like I had like there's no anticipation, I'm not excited about it. So I'm gonna be fine waiting until it comes out on Disney. Now there might be probably plenty of other people that feel the same way.
There's one character in the trailers that just annoys the shit out of me, and it's Miss Marvel. And
Oh,
she
yeah.
might be the reason I don't watch this movie because
Mm.
I didn't watch the TV show. You said it was decent and it was like a good filler for what's going on in the Marvel universe, but I still haven't found time to watch it. And like I'm
I
barely chewing through Loki right now, you know?
Yeah, I've kind of gotten off of Disney for a bit. I don't know, I'm burnt out, I guess, but and same thing with this one. Like this movie, there isn't enough like these trailers aren't like exciting me to be like I need to rush out and see this right away. Like it's not there. This trailer's not doing it for me. And that's kind of the case with a lot of these Marvel movies. And sorry to say too, like, yeah, Star Wars as well. I haven't
Yeah.
watched Ahsoka yet. Like I just haven't.
I think
Like
it's just an abundance of content that they're giving us.
yeah, and it's
Um,
nice to see that. Like it seems like next year, like they're toning the back. They're slowing down with it.
good.
Yeah. So
Um,
maybe next year I'll watch the Marvels.
yeah, well, it'll come out to unless it sucks, then it's coming out before Christmas on VOD.
Yeah,
Pain Hustlers, do you remember this trailer? I know it just has Emily Blunt and Chris Evans.
that's all I know too. It's on Netflix, and I think you can watch it now. So
All right, there you
we're
go.
a bit late on that.
Your Lucky Day was a cool trailer. Angus Cloud. It was about someone who won a lottery ticket, a Mega Millions, and there was like a down on his luck kind of thief who killed the guy. And the rest of the plot of the movie looks like that they have to hide the secret so nobody goes to jail to split this money. So like they have to hide the security camera footage, the gas station gas shop owner, like his family, the guy who killed the other guy, and the cops are all kind of intertwined on keeping this secret from who the actual winner was.
Okay.
So I thought it looked cool.
I don't know, I haven't watched that.
Yeah, watch the trailer. This one is Iron Claw, with a very buff, what's his name? Zac Efron.
Mhm.
It's the Van Eiten. Shit, dude. I watched this a while ago. I was like, this looks pretty cool. It's a wrestling movie. I like wrestling movies.
Mhm. Mhm.
Uh, Kevin Von Erich. It's about their family and them in their upbringing with wrestling and how shitty their dad was. And what I like about wrestling movies like this is it happened in the 70s and 80s where people did some really messed up stuff to get their name out there. And I think this
Yeah.
family did too. So
There's a dynamic between like the dad and his sons just like pushing them so hard, and then the toll it took on all those kids, and they all kind of like reacted to it differently. And then when they came so big, how that affected them. Like it's not a happy ending. Like
no.
I kind of because I was like, what is this? Because I didn't know, and so I just kind of typed it in, and then if you want to be surprised with this movie, don't do that because like pretty much instantly you get the spoilers for it and what happens. And I'm like, Oh, all right. So, um, I'm excited because I mean, all the guys that are in this movie, all the actors are like, I like them. I think they're gonna do a great job, and I'm very excited to see this. And it's probably gonna bum us out, to be honest. It really seems not good.
I
Um,
like that Zac Efron takes roles like this.
Me too. All of them. Well, yeah. I mean, the other two pretty much always do that. But Zac Efron, yeah, man, he's taking on some. You know, I've been liking his choices. Right, he just does everything. He's not typecast anymore. Right, he's out of those High School Musicals, and like he just. I think he does a good job in everything he's done so far. So, hey, I got one other thing I wanted to show you. Oh yeah, present. That's how you do it. Share screen. I don't want audio. How do you not share audio?
I don't know.
It says share audio checkbox.
My
on the next window.
computer has frozen.
Oh, so you can't see this?
Mm-mm.
Oh man.
Let's see if it pops up. I'm frozen at 40.38.
Okay. Do you see the YouTube thing?
No.
Oh man. Well, dude, it's like a redheaded Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, I was watching that trailer just a moment ago.
Yeah, who's been working out nonstop. I'm just kind of going through this thing. I want to try to find a good one. Dude, he looks weird, man. And what is it about this? Like, why do these actors just go and like they gotta get buff, like did they want to work out to like already to kind of like get buff and then like, hey, let me get a role so that they'll pay for my gym membership, or were they already working out and then get the job?
I think if I were to do it, I would say, yeah, I'll take that role. But if I need to get buff, I need a personal trainer that's gonna get me on that whatsoever. Because they have personal trainers, but Hollywood also they have lots of drugs. And
You think I need someone to pay for my steroids.
well, yeah, dude. Well, like they always have the Hollywood drug. There was a recent one where it was like a drug for people who are diabetic, but they found that it helped people lose weight very quickly. I forgot what it's called, but that's like a new Hollywood drug.
All right. Well, I thought that was weird with Jesse Eisenberg, but the movies looks okay.
I was gonna add that as a trailer, but to be honest with you, I didn't even finish the trailer.
I think I did. Did I even mention what the movie's called?
It was monochromatic or something?
Mandrone. Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's coming out. Manodrone.
Maybe next episode we'll watch the full trailer and talk about it.
Yeah, maybe. I
Maybe
just thought
not.
it was just a buff Jesse Eisenberg.
He
Weird.
is a buff one.
So let's move on to news.
Boom. My news is a little scattered all over the place. Let's see. How do we want to start? Let's go from least important to most important.
All
Ready?
right, hit me with it.
Least important. Fast and Furious star Sung Kane, also known as Han Solo.
Okay. Wait, really? What? Is his last name Solo?
In the movie, yeah. His name is Han Solo.
I know it's Han, but that's awesome.
But
isn't there a scene where he's wearing a vest too?
I think so, dude.
Oh man, that's great. Okay.
If you look at his the spelling of his name, it's Sol and then Lol, very Korean like, but his name is Han Solo.
That's awesome.
And he's very much a Han Solo archetype in the films.
Very true.
But he's gonna direct Initial D. Do you know what Initial D is?
No.
This is for me then. No, Initial D is a very popular Japanese anime that inspired drift racing.
Okay.
Which
So similar to, I guess he's getting back to his roots in Tokyo Drift, huh?
exactly.
Gotcha.
Bing. There you go.
This is live action?
Yeah, live action. There is a live action Initial D from a long time ago, but they're gonna Americanize it and all that shit. But I think it should be fun.
Cool. Well, good for him. First time directing?
I think first time directing, yeah.
Nice.
So let's see. Aquaman 2 drama. Did you hear about this? This is a while ago, but I bring it up because Jason Momoa was currently in our city promoting his vodka. And we should have went so we can go ask him the truth on this if he was drunk on set a lot. And the studio, like,
Ryan,
really,
what you call that is he wasn't drunk on studio. He was promoting his brand, his whiskey or his what did you
Vodka.
say it was? Vodka. So
Smart.
not drunk promoting.
I'm method acting, and this is my muse.
Yeah.
It is my vodka, actually.
Yeah. Uh-huh. You want some?
You want some? You should try it. Oh, that's all right. That's the
Okay.
news on that one. There was something
Okay.
about Amber Heard too, but my question is, like, if you had to pick one, would you marry Amber Heard or Jada Pinkett Smith?
Probably Jada.
Really?
Yeah, because she's not trying to get, her significant other or whoever canceled. She's just like, all right, let's be separated, but not tell anyone.
Yeah, but she like cheated on him and like let him on, but Will Smith is kind of the dumb one for it. He should have left her a long time ago.
Yeah.
Amber Heard is a little bit batshit crazy. She did take a shit on the bed.
Yeah.
Now you got me thinking.
See? Yeah, I think I chose right.
I don't know. One of the comments I saw on that post is, yeah, Amber Heard all day long because the other one looks like Dalcine from Street Fighter.
Okay. That's a good point there.
Where am I at? Let's talk Marvel real quick before I get into this last thing.
Okay.
Daredevil is having an overhaul because of the writer strike. They said that they're basically going to redo the entire Daredevil show. What do you think about that, Peter?
Not good. I guess I don't know how far they got into the production of this, but I've heard kind of a lot of negative buzz around this, and also maybe just kind of geared towards Disney too. Where like someone was talking about how this is what Disney does. Like you rebrand this, and now you dropped everyone's rates basically to minimum because it's not an ongoing show. It's a new show.
Yep.
It's not like a new season. This is brand new. And when I see some of this stuff, which I mean, Disney was already planning on kind of rebranding it, right? They weren't going to do what Netflix already did. So I don't know how upset I can be or should be for this news. But now, like, with this whole, like, okay, like we know they were in production, right? And now they're like, okay, now we're rewriting everything. Like, what happened at that point? Where that wasn't what they originally had. It wasn't working anymore. Like that's like it tells to me like you already went into production, so you thought it was good enough. Why now that you had time, like, oh, it's not good enough anymore? Like, to me, something in between happened. Maybe there's some issues with the writers, and that's why they decided to change. Maybe they're using some AI technology. I don't know. But it seems weird, right? There's a lot of like weird buzz around this show now.
I think Disney came in with a clear motive that they were going to change the entire thing anyway, and this was their way to break the news to Daredevil fans.
But
I
they
think
were
they had
already
no,
doing
no,
that though, right?
they were doing it. And if you read the article from Hollywood Reporter, it says Kevin Feige was looking at the footage and he was like, it wasn't working. So
So whatever they had before, like Feige just like, this is not good. Let's redo everything.
and
Start from
maybe
scratch.
because it's new writers, new directors, um, which kind of coincide with the writer's strike. And maybe honestly, I'm okay if they do this and they take their time making this project better because I don't want a rush series like Loki 2 where I'm trying to chew through it. I don't want the Marvels or Miss Marvel where I'm not going to watch it, you know? I want to
Yeah.
watch Daredevil, and Netflix Daredevil series and Punisher were just fantastic, and I just feel like if they rush this, they're going to ruin it. So,
I mean, I hear you. I mean, there's so many different ways to go about, you know, a reimagining of this or a rebranding. So so many stories to tell. I guess I really don't care. And if they're gonna make it better, we gotta trust Feige. What else can we do, right?
do we? Because Miss Marvel looks pretty, or the Marvels doesn't look good. It's not getting the reception that they anticipated. And then Marvel is reportedly considered to bring back the original Avengers cast for a new movie. A new Avengers movie with the original cast, Peter. Is there
um
trouble in Disney?
I mean, I think there is a little bit. This latest phase has been very lackluster.
Did you watch the latest South Park special?
No, is that out already?
Yeah, the Pandaverse. So the plot is they open up a Pandaverse, and the only way they can get it is if they get the proper Kathleen Kennedy to the right universe. And the wrong Kathleen Kennedy is just a little Cartman version of her telling everybody to make all the actors and actresses girls who are gay and super lame. And like all the Disney executives and Bob Iger are like, we don't have any control, we don't have any power. And Cartman totally explains. He goes, "This is why your movies suck." So, truth be told, South Park has a little bit of a truth behind them. Would you watch another Avengers movie with the original cast?
If it looks good, sure.
I guess that's not a question to ask you because you do watch Marvel movies. Like you are going to watch the Marvels, you're just not going to go out and see it.
Eventually, yes.
Yeah.
Like all these ones, like I have not missed one yet.
Does it excite you that they potentially can have Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson back for another Avengers movie?
No.
Okay.
I personally don't really like it. Like I don't like they set out to do something, and they did it, right? 10 years and they made this fantastic saga, I guess that's what you got to call it, right?
Yeah.
Um and it ended great. And now they're trying to do that again. Like honestly, probably what they needed to do is probably cut all ties to those superheroes and just start fresh with all new ones and just give them their origin story and just kind of start that template over again. Like I think what they're having issues with, they're trying to do all these sequels and blend it into this next phase, and I almost feel like you just gotta cut ties with that the older stuff and just start new and just focus on that. Like,
This is how
um,
I would do it. I would totally just start new, X-Men, and then slowly reintroduce the Avengers. That's what I would do.
sure, yeah. I mean,
My Marvel content is going to be X-Men for the next 4 or 5 years, and I'm going to slowly bring in who are the new Avengers, so I have the Avengers versus the X-Men.
yeah, they just haven't. These new ones, like they haven't done anything like super exciting like this. It's it's just not quite there.
Mm-mm.
Everything's just kind of like it's okay, but it's not like great like what we've seen in the past. Like And actually, to be honest, probably why Black Panther kind of worked is because it was it's basically a new Black Panther, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was something we didn't expect. I mean, these movies coming out, I'm expecting it, you know? I'm expecting the same stuff out of the Marvels. Like, I see Monica Rambeau, I see Brie Larson, I forgot her name, Carol Danvers, and then I see the little Indian girl, and then the cat, and I'm like, Jesus, dude, I saw this. I've seen this.
Yeah. But Samuel L. Jackson's back. That's kind of exciting. I didn't know that.
But Sam Jackson doesn't excite me that much anymore either, dude. He's like Shaq. He's like everywhere.
He is everywhere, but he's fun. He's a
He
lot
is
of
fun.
fun.
But Shaq is fun too, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't. That just tells me that they're doing this whole like, Daredevil thing. We're like, oh shit, this isn't working. What does work? And they're trying to like course correct. And I don't think that's necessarily the thing. Like, they just need to do better at what they're doing. Like, they put out some shit content. There's just no. They're too thin. They try to do too much at once. I think they all agree on that, and now they're slowing down at it on all that stuff, and they just need to make better content and focus on these stories. And I think they're working towards that. But like, if you're gonna like, oh, we gotta get people more motivated by releasing another Avengers with the original cast, like, what's that gonna do? Maybe people go and flock, and it's a great flick and everything. But then, what do you do after that? You're right back to where you were, right?
Square one, yeah.
Focus going on forward. Don't need to rehash shit. Just, you don't need to do a what Saw X thing where you're in between 1 and 2.
In betweekle.
Yeah, you don't need it in between tweakle. So
yeah, I'm tired of these. I need to start seeing my Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, and X-Men, but start with the X-Men.
yeah,
Okay.
dude, I'm with you, man. I think X-Men is the next spot where like it's probably going to be huge with that. Like, people love the X-Men.
Oh yeah. One last piece of news here, and this is a little outdated, but I wanted to talk about this. Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, is saving movie theaters, but Hollywood is pissed about it. What are your thoughts? First and foremost, what are your thoughts about theater style concerts?
I've never done it. I remember like going to like the AMC, and before the movie they have all those ads and stuff, and like the Fathom events, right? Where they would put on like musicals and stuff like that, and sometimes I was like, oh, that looks kind of like somewhat interesting, but I never did it. Actually, I take that back. I think I did that once. When they did when Woody Harrelson did his like live movie.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I did. I paid to go to that.
That's a cool scenario though.
Yeah, I did that Fathom. I watched it live when that was happening. And then like right after that, they did like a Q&A thing, like with like him. Obviously I don't get to ask any questions because I'm in a movie theater and not connected at all. But like that was kind of cool, just like knowing like this is going on like right now. Like, it was kind of a cool experience. But that doesn't, okay, so like a concert, like I'm just
pre-recorded, preset scenes. Like, I mean, remember watching Incubus in Red Rocks at your home, but like this is Taylor Swift. And why this is making news is because, dude, there's a good chance that this there was 100 million in pre-sales, and this took I will say this took me away from the movie theater for the month of October. Knowing this was coming out and the type of crowd after seeing what happened with Barbie, I didn't want to be near the movie theater.
I have seen a lot of posts with like all these little girls going to this movie. I don't. I mean, it's just because of the people, the audience. Like, that's why you don't like it. You just described it. Same thing with Barbie. So it doesn't matter, what it is. It doesn't matter that it's Taylor Swift. It's just what they're putting out. It could have been Barbie. Like, there could be like some other,
It could have been like the K-pop band, what are BTS, whatever they're called.
exactly. You're gonna have some other crowds that you probably don't want to see. But like, if this is helping theaters, like they should be happy for that.
Theaters are, but Hollywood's mad because it took a month away from them making money on their movies because Taylor Swift basically self-funded this, didn't have a production like a big studio behind this, and now she's worth over $1 billion.
Yeah, but that's dumb. Like, you could put your content up against other content and you lose. What, you're gonna blame, like, oh man, like that other studio shouldn't have made that great film. Doesn't matter
Like
what it is.
Oppenheimer versus Barbie.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like, you don't like, oh man, like that was a mistake and I'm losing money because I put it up there. Like, that's why, like, now like, oh shit, if a Taylor Swift concert movie comes out again, don't put your movie up against it.
Right?
Or apparently you can't do it for the whole month of October, which it didn't matter because it was shit movies anyways.
And maybe they knew, and that's why we had shit movies anyway. And it like I was just talking about it the other day. I was like, I didn't go to the movies once in October.
That's crazy. You own part of Alamo Draft House, right?
I know. What? I have a tattoo.
Is that your pass? That's how you get in?
Yeah, that'd be so funny if it was just like the Alamo logo on your wrist. You're like, beep.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would take way too much effort for the people that work there, bro. I walk in that movie theater and they're like, hello, and I'm like, yeah, theater 7. They're like, okay, see ya.
Yeah,
but they know. I mean, they look at the theater, and if they see that someone's sitting in a seat and it's not paid for, they're gonna be like, let me see your ticket, bro. You know.
Yeah.
So, but I love the ease of use with that because I don't have to really deal with the shithead up front who is a shithead.
Well, did we come to conclusion on the Taylor Swift thing? I personally, I don't have an issue with it. That's just, now we know how big Taylor Swift is. But I mean, like they've done other stuff. Like, Metallica had a thing that didn't work out well.
This is how I would do. I was thinking about this when I was watching The Creator. Spoiler alert, that's my review. MacGuffins sucks, right? You're one little corner, there's one grumpy ass dude where you try and make friends with and you end up making friends with, and you look at two ends of the corners of the movie theater that used to be concession stands, and I'm like, why don't they turn those into restaurants with TV screens? And so when you have something like a Taylor Swift concert, you can have it in the big screen, but you can go out and get your drinks and get your food and enjoy like a concert kind of thing. And then sell that to pay-per-view events and sell that towards boxing and sell that towards professional wrestling, Super Bowl events, stuff like that, where go and to the corners of the movie theater, enjoy your food, enjoy the movie theater experience, enjoy your drinks, your soda, your popcorn, all that stuff. Have your reserved seat to go into the theater, vice versa, and fill up that movie theater. Fill it up.
So you're talking about making a little bit more like a concert hall, where you don't really have to be quiet, right?
No.
So
enjoy it.
You could have a concessions right there, like inside the theater. That's what I like that.
I was like, hey, I watch pro wrestling. I don't pay for pay-per-views, but I would totally go and watch it in a movie theater on the big screen. If I was dedicated for 4 hours to watch that in a big screen, in a big, nice leather chair, and I had beers handed to me, done.
Yeah, they would have to I don't think they can sell tickets. You remember Center Bar? They used to play the football. They would do every single Broncos game there, and I did it a couple times.
Oh, cool.
But it was totally free because they couldn't charge because it's
Oh.
not their thing, but you get to pay for all the food. That's how they make their money. So you would still and that's kind of what you're describing, but
How does Fathom get away with it? Because all the Fathom events where they're like, hey, we're doing this special thing on this month.
Because I think they buy it's more like a theater type deal.
So just have Fathom run it.
Yeah, I mean, they would have to work out a deal with whatever company they're
logistics.
Yeah, but
hey, you ready?
I like it though.
Yeah,
sure am.
Hell yeah, let's do it. You hear my nose getting stuffy? Please.
Change of the weather.
Good talk.
Reviews.
Good talk, Peter. I like bantering about that kind of stuff with you. It's
Hell
fun.
yeah, man. And it's, it's been a while.
And there's much needed banter.
Yeah. Maybe we should just skip reviews. Let's just call it a night.
I mean, we can. I've been watching this. I got to recap the last time I went to a movie theater to watch a movie. And
so this is like in September when you saw this?
I think so. Maybe. Maybe I did see this in October. I forgot. I'll start
remember when it came out. I remember this trailer though for the creator, but yes.
Creator. Denzel Washington's son. What's his name? John Washington?
Yeah, I think so.
John David Washington. And he is on a mission to find the creator of all AI beings. And his plan is thwarted by the US government. And how far should I go in this? It doesn't come out on VOD until December.
Was it good?
It's very good. Super good. I would highly recommend it. What's cool is, okay, so this is Gareth Edwards, Rogue One.
Yeah.
Very much feels like Star Wars, but also feels like his other movie, Battlefield LA.
Where the aliens come and attack.
Was that Gareth Edwards?
Was it? I don't know.
Well, he has a style, and Gareth Edwards, and I love his style. I think he does he's like Chappie director. What's his name? Neil Blomkamp. They're really good at mixing practical effects with CGI, and so Gareth Edwards was Monsters, Godzilla, Rogue One, and creator. So he was a Godzilla. The AI integrated into the human body looks so real, and there was no disconnect, and I loved that about it. So the premise of the movie is basically we created AI and AI beings, and then around the world they were trying to promote like donate your face to AI, so there would be AI copies of yourself living and working and taking care of things. And then there was a nuclear explosion in LA, and they blamed it on AI race. I guess it'd be the AI race. And so the US government blocked and said they're going to destroy anything AI related. So they send out the military. They have this giant hovering thing. I forgot the name of it because it's been like almost a month and a half, but it scans for AI beings, and then they go and bomb them so they can eradicate all AI technology. Well, Jonathan David Washington's what's the name in this movie? Jesus, I hate when I don't watch movies right away. Sergeant Joshua Taylor. He's on a mission to find the creator, hence why it's called the creator. And then the U.S. military bombs and ruins his entire mission. And then they are like, "Hey, guess what? We found out the creator, and you might want to pay attention because this part of the story is very important to why he would actually go out and do it. So I'm not going to tell you." But he's like, "All right, fine, I'll go do it." And he's reluctant. And then they find this little child just sitting in this giant, like, Professor X room. And then the kid just runs away. So he's running away with this kid while the U.S. government's chasing him down, while AI is chasing them down. And then that's where I'll end.
Okay. All right.
Because that's kind of the point where I'm like, then I'm going to tell you too much of the story. Okay. Great story. Great practical effects. I love, dude, it looked and it felt real. And it's one of those movies, there's that movie AI, which it looks really futuristic. This is quite the opposite. Like, even technology seemed very dumbed down. Like, when we were watching this, Jeremy and I, he's like, "Doesn't that kind of look like old 70s Star Wars technology? Why would they do that?" And I said, Well, dude, you got to think like we still want to use technology in this film, but it can't be AI based or traced by AI whatsoever. So they kind of
I
have to dumb it
see.
down, you know?
Yeah, I gotcha.
And like just the little nuances of that film where it's like, yeah, they want to progress with technology, but they need to hold back because AI can just completely override it, and they're trying to get rid of AI completely. And it altogether it just seemed like it's a mission that was impossible.
Is Mission Impossible?
Not mission impossible. It was a very impossible mission. Um,
Yeah.
This is one of those movies where it's beautiful, dude. And oh, dude, one thing I really like about this film is it broke it down in chapters. So like you would get X amount of time and it would break it down and say chapter 1 uh the child, chapter 2 the mother, chapter 3 the city, chapter 4, and I just made all those up, but like it sets up the scene for what's going to happen in that scene so you're not really lost.
Hmm.
And I love how they did it too in this film. So um I highly recommend it. I highly recommend the creator. I love Gareth Edwards' style. Um I love his casting. I mean, dude, Denzel's son is I think he's the next Denzel Washington. Just wandered out there.
I think you might be right. I just pulled it up on Rotten Tomatoes, and for audience score, it is like 76%. It's pretty good. The critics 67%, a little bit lower, but that's pretty good, man.
Yeah. It wasn't promoted that well. I mean, yeah, I saw this trailer a lot when I went to see movies, but it didn't get a lot of TV time. Oh, it did get one. Do you remember?
What, a trailer?
No, it got a promo and people were really confused about it and they were making fun of it. It was at a LA Chargers game. They had AI people walking around there.
What?
Yeah, they had people dress up as AI and like they had the thing and they were filming them and dude, it got a lot of backlash because people were like, "See, that's the only way they can fill up seats for the Chargers is through artificial intelligence."
That's awesome, but
It's pretty funny.
that is funny. I mean, that's kind of a weird marketing ploy, but I don't know. I remember watching the trailer for this though, and it looked really cool, like very uh just different, like it's its own thing, right? Like
Mhm.
something that I have not seen in a while.
See?
Wow, that makeup looks good.
They did a great job at it. And like
That's
if you watch
just But that is really strange, though. I don't know if I saw that at a movie or at a Chargers game that I'd be like, "Oh man, I need to go see that movie." You know?
that's why I got backlash because people were like, this is the only way that you can fill up seats for the Chargers is have artificial intelligence,
Yeah.
but they had them walking around like this.
Huh.
And they look
Wow.
pretty true to the movie, except for the only thing is in the movie, where my little mouse cursor is, you could see
Yeah.
right through that, which they did a really good job. So
Gotcha. Yeah. Huh. I don't know, but I do want to see this movie. I will see it in December, though. It'll be my little Christmas gift.
yeah, isn't it weird? Like some movies this year just like released so quick, and then some of them took forever. Like Oppenheimer is still not out on VOD.
Yeah, we already talked about that. They are. I think they're waiting closer to December to get that Oscar buzz again.
Oh, well, would this be part of it? No, it's not that. It's not one of those movies.
Maybe. I mean, with the practical effects you said and the visuals, it
True.
could. Yeah, I could
Forgot
see
about
it
that.
getting some awards.
Oh, and the music is done by Hans Zimmer too. So,
Yeah,
jeez, he was a busy guy. He did
yeah.
Oppenheimer, right?
I mean, he does a lot of uh, what's
Doesn't
his
he do Chris Nolan's
Chris
films
Nolan's?
like
Yes.
exclusively?
I don't know about exclusively.
Let's see. But any questions, concerns?
No, you answered all my questions. Dude, Oppenheimer is still in theaters.
Jesus.
That's nuts. I wonder if it's still really making money. Oh wait, it just came back apparently.
To IMAX,
Yeah,
you should go see it if you haven't.
it's that good, huh?
It's worth it to see in IMAX.
Huh. Yeah, I guess it's coming back after its 183 million worldwide box office. So
Dude, Hans Zimmer did Wonder Woman 1984. Lame.
yeah, he doesn't always get it right.
He did not do Oppenheimer.
Yes, I guess it's not always with Chris Nolan.
Who the hell did Chris Oppenheimer? How do you spell Oppenheimer?
OPP.
You know me.
Yeah.
Oh, Ludwig. Oh, the guy who did Mandalorian did Oppenheimer.
And Hans Zimmer was in Mandalorian. It's all connected.
I like it. Is that? Yeah, no, he's the guy who did Mandalorian, Creed 2, Venom. This guy's the next Hans Zimmer. Crazy.
Nice.
All right.
Venom. Man, I know it's been a while since we recorded because the movie I put down that I'm going to talk about, or at least this is what I wrote down a while ago, was Friday the 13th Part 2.
Holy crap, that's a long time ago.
I know, because it was Friday the 13th in October, which was awesome, and so we did a marathon of Friday the 13th movies. And what I mean by marathon is we watched two movies. And then we got tired. Well, I got tired. But I don't. This is one I feel bad. Everyone's giving me shit because I haven't seen a lot of these movies. But Friday the 13th movies, I have not seen a lot of them, and it's been on my like to-do list is to get through all. I shouldn't get through them all, but to watch them all. And so I thought I watched part 2, and I have not, because everything was brand new to me.
I love that.
Yeah. But it was so this is like a year after the first one came out. And so this is what, 1981, I believe. Let me just, I'm pulling that up to make sure. Yeah, 1981. So the first one in 1980, 1981. And and this really kind of started like the kind of the kids like slasher genre. And so this one just does the exact same thing as before, but like more though. Like they knew the sequel part of it, right? You could tell they had a bigger budget and everything. Like, all right, we gotta have more kids, more kills, and then they change it up. They technically the killer from the first one, they focus more on like kind of like the behind the story from the first one, and brought that into the second part. So this is where Jason actually kind of, he's the killer. But this is even before he gets his hockey mask, which I need to watch the third one because I need to find out when he gets the hockey mask. But I just, again, new group of kids, they go to another camp. Crystal Lake is shut down, but they go to the camp that's right across the street, basically. And Jason shows up and is out for blood. Same old story. But they do a great job. I mean, it's 1981, so it's really campy, really corny. The thing though I thought that was strange about this is that like it goes a really long time like without killing anyone. So like I got to the very end of the movie where I was like I started falling asleep. I was like, okay, I'm done, and I went to bed, and then I had to finish the movie the next day. But I got to the point basically like right before all the kills really start, because they really just, in these movies, at least in the first two, like they save it to like pretty much the end of the movie where they just go like nonstop, bam, 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 all these kills. It was also really funny with the very beginning. Like the first 10 minutes is basically all these flashbacks of the first movie. So you don't even need to watch the first movie. You can just watch the second one and get
like Evil Dead.
yeah, exactly. You just get it from there. You just watch all the flashbacks, but then they would cut to like the the beginning of that movie where like the girl that survived the first movie, like she's just having nightmares, pretty silly. But I like Jason. I mean, and this is also weird. Like, this isn't the Jason that I know. It's not the big, like, kind of like wrestler type Jason yet. This is more like he is like kind of bigger, like taller, but I wouldn't say like stocky. He's not like buff. He's just more like kind of like maybe more average Joe, but maybe like 6 foot average Joe.
Yeah.
I very much felt like, the kids were actually putting up fights against him, and I was like, yeah, I believe it. I got it. Yeah, makes sense. But absolutely enjoyed it. Need to get to the third one, which I'll get to it next Friday the 13th, I guess. I'm working on it.
Is that the only day you watch those?
It's the only day you can, Ryan. Only reason why I watched some on the 14th is because I fell asleep. So not my fault. But yeah, I like these movies, and I can't wait because they're just gonna get sillier and sillier and sillier because they just keep on expanding that genre where they just know, hey, you gotta have some hot teens doing some sexy stuff and someone killing them off. And you got gold.
If it works, it works.
Exactly.
And I'm here for that. So
yeah, they know what works, and I really felt like from the first one to the second one, they improved it. They understand the formula and they worked on it, and I can't wait to watch the third one because I'm sure it's just going to improve on it again. So
you said something, and I haven't seen these in a long time either. But Jason doesn't wear his mask in the first one.
So the first one is not even Jason. Spoiler.
Right.
I guess I should have said that first.
Because then it was about killing him in it, right?
The legend is that basically, he dies at the camp and then that he comes back to kill people, basically.
Gotcha.
Actually, and they expand on that legend into like the second one. The first one was basically, this kid dies at the lake,
And he was like some weird inbred, like alien looking thing, right?
Yeah, he's malformed. And so then the second one takes upon that and says that, he's come back and he was killing all the kids, basically. And that's exactly what happens throughout this one.
So this is the true Jason movie.
Correct. This is the first true Jason movie, and like he also like he wears a burlap sack the whole time on his head with like a little eye cut out. So, which that was interesting because there's like parts where like he just kind of runs across like Sasquatch across the road and he's just wearing this sack on his head. It was pretty creepy to see.
So he gets his mask in the third one?
I think so. I'm pretty sure that's when it happens. Which again, I'm sure just some writer was like, we gotta change this up. Like he can't be just wearing a sack on his head the whole time.
Yeah,
it's not that scary, right? So I'm pretty sure it's the third one where he gets his. Google is listening to me because it just popped up. Yep, part 3. That was in 3D, man.
Whoa, the future.
Yeah,
that's so crazy. And then part 3, when did that come out?
Dude, they were like making these like pretty much every single year.
Because Casey Jones was a character in what, 1985? You like my reference?
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, 82. Part 3 came out.
All right, fair enough. See, dude, I would kill to
nice
I would
words.
Yeah, right. I would kill to okay, how's the saying go? Like if someone says, "Oh, you haven't read that book," or like, did you read this book? And they say no, and you're like, oh, what do you mean you haven't read it? Like another response is that like, I wish I could have read that book for the first time again, you know? And to me, that applies. I wish I was my age in the 70s and 80s going to the movie theater to watch these movies.
Yeah,
Oh man,
absolutely.
I would kill to have that experience all over again. Back in the 80s, where Friday night was the night to go get some popcorn, watch a movie, and like be kind of creeped out by the rest of the night. Like I could watch a creepy movie and then I could carry on with the rest of my evening, you know?
Yeah,
But back in the 80s, even Gremlins, I'm like, man, just a movie theater like that would be so cool. So
I agree. It would have been fun to like see that for the first time with a room full of people.
yeah, like I mean, see, that's the first thing I'm doing. Well, one of my first things when I time travel, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and tell myself to get a bunch of collectibles and money and stuff to set myself in the future, and then future self is gonna travel back in time and experience those.
Are they really collectibles back then, or is just stuff? And then you're
I'm
saying,
gonna
don't open this.
I'm gonna be a hoarder when I was in my 80s and 90s. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna see me in the toy aisle, 4 years old, and me right now at 37. I'm gonna be like, dude, make mom get one of those to play with and one to keep in the box, okay?
Yes.
And don't ever touch it.
Yeah.
And then I would tell my 1999 self, hey, you know that box of first edition Pokemon cards? Stash that. Don't open it, okay?
Oh man.
Hey, don't sell that Nintendo 64. No.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
You have Clay
worth
Fighter
something.
3. That's worth $65,000 in 2013.
Holy shit. Oh man.
Anyway, that's my recommendation.
Okay.
No, but I do have one.
All right.
Yes! Yes! Oh! Oh! Oh!
Oh yeah.
Oh, God. Oh.
I'll have what she's having.
Yeah.
Ready?
All right, Ryan. Yeah, what's your recommendation?
My recommendation is do not get hired by the Raiders for head coach. I'm just joking.
Don't be Josh McDaniels.
Yeah, don't be Josh McDaniels. Or do, because now he's getting paid 4 years for doing nothing.
True.
Crazy. Anyway, mine is my X-Men Phil, Gen V.
Yeah.
Have you watching this? I was like, dude, this is just the boys' version of the X-Men.
Yeah, kind of like the, like First Class, kind of.
Yeah, they're in school.
Mm-hmm.
They're a bunch of up and coming soups, mutants. They're developing their powers, and then they're ranking them as a team so they can join a bigger picture.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's totally the boys' X-Men. But it's a great series. It's a great series.
I'm not fully caught up. I'm close. Well, I guess by tomorrow I'll be like 2 episodes behind. But I kind of like doing that. I'll watch 2 episodes in a row.
2 at a time.
Yeah, but they must be close to nearing the end of this, right? It's like what, 10 episodes or something?
I think this week is the last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
7 or 8
man.
episodes, maybe.
Yeah. I like that though. Like it's right to the point, like no filler, like it's good. And I enjoy it. Like I liked what they've done with it, and I've been hearing stuff about some of the newer episodes where like potentially it beats the little tiny guy going to the pee hole. So don't know how they're gonna do that, but
in the last 2 episodes,
that's just what I've just heard something about, that they topped the guy sneezing in the pee hole.
I'll tell you, early on in this series, there's a lot of dicks.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
Like, what, episode 3 maybe, where she I forgot her name, Gidget or something.
Oh yeah, Cricket.
Cricket, that guy makes her shrink, and it's just like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah. Is it so big?
Yeah.
Is this the biggest you've ever seen?
She's wrapped around the head of it. Oh yeah, this is awesome.
And then like maybe the episode or what after that, the dick gets blown off. So.
Oh yeah. Sheesh.
Oh man, yeah. Those anything related to the boys, man, you gotta be prepared for some dick action.
They don't do any mutilation to the ladies or anything.
No, they're very respectful.
They're very respectful, and I like that from Seth Rogen. He does like, since Super Bad, dude, he just likes his dick play. I'm sure. I'm surprised he didn't put it in Ninja Turtles.
But it's a deleted scene.
The boys are like, it's a Super Bad scene where they're just drawing the dicks on the thing.
Yeah.
Michelangelo's like, I just can't stop drawing dicks.
Yeah. Oh man. Well,
yeah.
I like Gen Z. That's a good pick, man. It is really good, and it's a great spinoff, you know, and really like it's just in that universe, you know, and that's perfect. Like it's just do whatever you want, and you know they kind of mention, you know, you kind of get to see like silhouettes of them because they're like movie stars, but it's not relevant to the series. It really is not. So I like it. That's a good pick. I have another Amazon Prime recommendation, which it's actually not out yet, but I saw the trailer. They did the season 2 trailer for Invincible.
Ooh.
Which if you haven't watched the first season, you got a couple days to catch up on that. But
that's what I'm gonna do. Screw Loki.
Yeah, the second season premiere is coming out November 3rd, so I'm really looking forward to that because it's been a while. So can't wait. I love that series. I love the comic books, and they're doing a great job with the series. So that's my recommendation.
Peter, I have one more for you.
All right.
Spider-Man 2 on PS5. Holy crap.
Oh, dude, have you been playing it like nonstop?
It's pretty good.
Man, it makes me want to go get a PS5.
Go get the little slim one. That came out. Yeah.
Oh, like cheaper one?
No.
Cheaper? No, still same.
Slim.
Just slimmer.
Just
all
slim.
right. Okay.
Yeah, my PS5's half the size of my TV, like standing up.
Wow.
That's how big it is. It's big. So
did they cut down with it? Sorry, I know maybe I'm getting a little, but I'm really curious. This slim one, did they cut down like on the graphics and everything, like in the processing power? No, all that
same processing. Everything's good. They just, I think they slimmed it down like height-wise 15% or so.
Wow. Okay.
And you can buy one with a drive or a detachable drive or without a drive. So
nice. I've seen so much stuff for Spider-Man 2, and I'm a little jelly.
That was the last game that you finished completely, right?
The first one.
Yeah. Same here. So
and I never did 1.5. Maybe that's when you get that, so I have a little fix. But
Miles Morales, you mean?
Yeah, I never did that one.
Yeah, I didn't finish that either.
Okay, so not that important then.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice. Cool. Well, Ryan, it's good to
Peter,
see you, buddy.
Dude, it's good to catch up with you. I'm glad we came up with new Halloween ideas.
Absolutely. We'll get it done. You heard it here first, guys. So, until next time,
we out.
We out.